How do you promote your YouTube videos? Let us know in the comments below. And with that being said, I'm going to show you a tool that you probably never even use for this or use it effectively as you could do. Let's do this.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
Alright, let's start with two graphs which aren't particularly special in themselves, and neither are the two view counts either. The reason for this is because at the time of recording, these two videos were actually unlisted. How do you get views from an unlisted video? I'll give you 15 seconds to try and answer that question. The important thing here is the difference between the view counts. One video got almost twice as many as the other, but how? Time for some answers then. How do you get views on an unlisted video? Well, you promote it with a direct link, and one way to do that is through the YouTube Community tab. And I wanted to use the Community tab as a control test to see how many people would watch a video from one viewing source. Now, of course, I am fully aware that not all of you have access to the Community tab, which requires 1,000 subscribers, but we've got a video on how you can get there over here. When it comes to the Community tab, it actually has a built-in function for selecting any video on YouTube, including your own, as well as unlisted videos, to promote to your community. Now, the really sexy thing about the Community tab is that these posts don't just reach your subscribers, they can reach anybody on YouTube who may be interested in your content. We've actually already done a really interesting video about this when loads of people were getting really annoyed because they were seeing lots of PewDiePie vs T-Series posts on our Community tab. You can watch the video over here. But I have a suspicion about the way YouTube shares community posts that contains videos. I think YouTube suppresses them. So this is my investigation on whether or not that is true. While YouTube doesn't provide a view or impressions count for community posts, you can judge each post's success through its engagement. We find that on average, community posts will get 500 or so likes and at least 100 comments. However, every time we publish a community post using YouTube's video link tool, we'll get just 15% of the engagement we usually would do. So here's what I decided to do. Instead of posting a video on the Community tab the way YouTube wants me to do it, I was going to use alternative strategies. And this is what I found out. So first of all, the control test. This community post used the conventional video link style YouTube offers. The video was unlisted so that I knew that most, if not all of the views coming into this video were from this community post promotion only. And here are the results over a 48-hour period. 288 views. The traffic sources confirm that most of these views came from channel pages, which is what community posts video links must come under. Now let's mix things up. In my next test, again with an unlisted video, I shared the link to the video directly in the community post and offered people the chance to rate the video through a voting poll. In the same period, around 48 hours, this community post got nearly 4 times as many likes, so a lot more engagement already. And then to back this up, in a fraction of a time, this voting poll style post had more video views than the conventional video link community post. You can see how fundamentally YouTube is treating each community post differently, as the traffic sources from the views don't match. I mean, direct YouTube URLs shared within a community post are treated as external views? That's just weird. And as time goes by, the view gap just widens. Clearly, YouTube showed more people the voting poll post than it did the dedicated video link post, and as a result, more people watched the video from the voting poll post. I hope that makes sense. What I also learned is that people just like voting on stuff, even if they don't read the instructions. Look, I told people to watch the video and give it a star rating. 650 people did watch the video, but 1,400 people gave it a rating. Figure that one out. Now, you could argue that maybe one of the videos got far more views because the topic was far more interesting. Well, the community post tab that was within a voting poll was the complete guide to subtitles, and the community post using the video link was how to get more views with comments. I'll let you decide in this voting poll up here which one you'd rather prefer to watch, but I think those topics are two quite similar ones, and I don't think either one should generate 100% more views than the other, which is what happened in this case. Now, with all of this being said, I wanted to do one more test using a different community post strategy. Same principle as before in that it's an unlisted video with a video link added directly into the community post, but this time I used an image instead of a voting poll, and the video really took off. In its first 48 hours, it got 1,700 views, and over a week, remember, as an unlisted video, before we publicly posted it on our channel, this video got 3,000 views from that one community post. I know we've gone this way and that way and down here and over there during this video, so let's try and summarize everything we've been through. First of all, if you have access to the community tab on YouTube, you should be using it to promote your videos. However, what you shouldn't do is promote your videos using YouTube's conventional video sharing link, because it seems to suppress those posts and nobody watches the videos. What you should do is think of inventive ways to make your community feel valued and part of the process. That's why I teased these community posts with exclusive access. Only those seeing this community post can watch this video. It's why I set up a voting poll to get people to interact with the post itself and, as a byproduct, watch the video. And to get people's attention as they're scrolling through the feed, I put up a nice big square thumbnail because YouTube doesn't allow me to post 16:9 pictures in the community tab, which is really annoying. However, you also need to consider this. In order to get some raw numbers, I had to post unlisted videos in this community tab. And what I may have done is damage the potential of those videos when they go live to the public. For example, those 3,000 views from that video I posted in the community was unlisted. So YouTube probably didn't get any positive signals in terms of click-through rate and impressions. And then when I launched the video properly, some of my community has already seen the video, so they're less likely to watch it again. So use these strategies to promote content that's already on your channel. Whether it's a video you posted a few days ago and you want to remind people through the community tab that you have a new video, or you go into your back catalogue and find videos that were popular 6 months ago, a year ago, and you can introduce it to a brand new audience on your channel who may not have seen those videos before. So that is another vidIQ tip to help you grow your YouTube channel. We've got plenty more over there. And finally, did you notice anything different about our backdrop? Oh yeah.